We'll be going over tax topic 203, reduced refund. For most taxpayers expecting a refund, you should get your tax refund a couple of weeks after you've filed your income tax return. But if you owe debt in some way, either past due child support, you owe non-tax debt to another federal agency, if you owe state income tax and it's been reported, or if you've claimed unemployment compensation either fraudulently or some other way where a state fund is now seeking for reimbursement, they can apply through the Department of Treasury, the Bureau of Fiscal Service, to what's called the Treasury Offset Program. In essence, the Treasury Offset Program allows the federal government to garnish your tax refund in order to pay debt that is officially recorded somewhere else. So again, past due child support, federal agency non-tax debts, state income tax, or unemployment compensation. So a couple of questions. What kind of federal agencies? Well, if you have student loan debt, that is a very common way, especially if you have a government-backed loan, right? So going through the student loan process, most likely your student loan is backed by the Department of Education. Social Security. If you owe Social Security for whatever reason, then they can place a claim through the Treasury Offset Program. And when the IRS processes your tax return, then you may see that part of your original tax refund has been offset to repay this debt. So a couple of things about that, right? So you can contact the agency to determine whether or not your debt was submitted for a tax refund offset. If you owe child support, you can go to the state government office that handles child support, because usually that's a state matter. If you are getting your tax return offset through a federal agency, you can usually contact that. And if not, then the Bureau of Fiscal Service has an 800 number that you can call. 800-304-3107. Through deaf or hard of hearing taxpayers can call through TTY or TDD service at 800-877-8339, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 p.m. Central Standard. And so you usually will receive a notice, and the notice will contain the original refund, what your offset amount is, the agency that's receiving the payment, and then the address and telephone number of the agency. And so for child support payments, just know that this offset program is only accessed through the state agency. So it's not handling individual complaints per se for child support. It's handling state recognized, government recognized child support payments that are delinquent. However, if you're a married taxpayer and you filed a joint return claiming that you're not responsible for your spouse's debt, then you're entitled to request that the IRS reconsider sending your portion of the refund to you. So this is known as an injured spouse claim, and you can make a claim by filing Form 8379. You can do this either with your original tax return, Form 1040, if you have to amend your joint tax return, or you can file the injured spouse claim by itself when you receive the offset notification. So if you do file 8379 with your joint return or with an amended return by mail, write injured spouse in the top left corner of the first page of the joint return. That lets the examiner know that there should be a Form 8379 in there. And if you file it with your tax return, then you can have the IRS process your injured spouse claim before the offset occurs. And so what happens is when you calculate the income, deductions, and tax liability, you're allocating a certain percentage of your entire family's income, deductions, credits, and tax liability between each spouse. And so when you calculate the form, you can kind of see what the injured spouse would be entitled to, and then the other part would be diverted to pay the responsible spouse's debt. So we can discuss Form 8379 in more depth. However, we've created a YouTube video which you can watch walking through IRS Form 8379, breaking down that form a little bit more deeply. We've also written articles both on Tax Topic 203 for a clearer understanding. We've also written a full in-depth guide on how to complete Form 8379, Injured Spouse Allocation. You can find those articles plus a few more on our website, teachmepersonalfinance.com. Simply type in either Tax Topic 203, Form 8379. We have a variety of other articles that we've written, how your tax return can be, diverted to pay child support payments, things of that nature. I'll post the links in the comment section of this video. And as always, if you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter through the website. If you like these YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please post them in the comment section or send me an email. Thank you very much and have a great day.